please?
Why can't I go
Can you just
look-
go
why
down
can't I
there,
go
please?
look at the
Can you just go down there, please? Can you just go down there, please?
Why can I not go
Can you
look at
just
the
go down
information
there, please? Can you just go down there, please? My name's David. Can you just go down there, please?
Why can't I have
Can
a
you just
look
go
at
down?
that?
Because I'm asking you because you're recording stuff.
Welcome to Rate the Auditors UK. Here's where it starts. Staff tell them to leave, but give zero legal authority. No trespass warning, no disruption, no law cited. In a public council building, you can't just remove someone because they're filming. And watch what happens next, because instead of quoting law, they claim the camera is causing a data breach. That's where this really falls apart.
Please make your way out.
What?
It's against the law.
It's not against the law.
Please make your way out, sir.
Of course it's not against the law. What are you on about? It's a public place.
I'm not. Sorry.
This is a classic misunderstanding of UK GDPR and data protection law. A data breach does not occur simply because a private conversation can be overheard in a public-facing environment. A data breach happens when a data controller fails to protect personal data under its control. If sensitive interviews are being conducted in an open reception area where members of the public can overhear them, that risk exists regardless of a camera. The presence of recording does not magically create illegality. The legal responsibility for safeguarding personal data lies with the organization conducting the interviews, not with a bystander who happens to be lawfully present. Blaming the camera is legally misplaced. The proper solution would be to move confidential discussions to a private room, not attempt to restrict filming without lawful authority.
At the end of the day.
Are you videoing it or just taking snaps?
Is it irrelevant? Is that relevant?
Yes, it is.
Why?
Because one records sound behind it, one doesn't.
Right, okay, and? If I can hear it...
No, I'm talking about if you're what you're going to do with the images that you've recorded.
It is irrelevant, because once I've heard any private or personal information, a data breach has already happened, sir. The recording is evidence of that, if anything happens, isn't
Just
it?
simply saying to you is if you're going to take a picture, I've got no problem with you taking pictures of that.
Yeah. Like I said, there's information there and there's information on the board around the other side.
Okay, if you're doing a snap.
This is the turning point. The staff member openly confirms that if the camera were off, access would be allowed, meaning the restriction is content neutral but recording specific. There is no UK law that generally prohibits filming in a publicly accessible council building unless specific security or statutory restrictions apply. Public officials and public-facing services cannot selectively deny access purely because someone is recording, unless the recording causes genuine disruption or breaches a clearly displayed condition of entry. What we're seeing here is a policy preference being treated as if it were law. That distinction matters. Policies do not override common law rights of access, and they certainly do not create criminal offenses.
If you just take snapshots, yes, you can.
Okay, so I can come in. If I turn my camera off, I can go look at that board.
Yes.
But because I'm recording, I can't.
That's right. Because of the danger of the microphone, as I've discussed with you already.
Okay, and you understand that, as I've said to you, the issue is that I shouldn't be able to hear that in a public place, and if I can, the data breach has already happened. The recording is evidence.
Now we move into police territory. When an officer tells someone to turn around or stop continuing, that instruction must be grounded in a specific power: breach of the peace, obstruction, aggravated trespass, or a lawful direction under statute. None of those elements are clearly articulated here. The individual has not been described as threatening, violent, or obstructive. Simply refusing to comply with a staff preference does not automatically create a police power. If the building has withdrawn implied license and asked him to leave as a trespasser, police can assist, but that must be clearly stated. Without clarity, it risks appearing as enforcement of a private policy rather than enforcement of law. Officers must always identify the legal basis of their direction. Authority without explanation undermines legitimacy.
You've been asked not to continue. Please turn around, sir.
Yeah, I said if he were, I said I could have been a dangerous person. Have I made any indication that I'm being threatening, abusive, physical?
Just basically saying that he's just put himself in harm's way.
Well, yeah, because I could have been anybody.
Which is a threat.
It's not a threat, of course it's not.
It is actually.
Don't be ridiculous. Where's your SII license, man? Is it not supposed to be on display at all times while working in a thing? There we go. That's not on display, is it? Hiding around the other way. Of course it's not.